Hi, welcome to this week's coaching blog. What I'd like to do in this video is take a look at one of golf's most debilitating illnesses, the shank. The problem with the shank is that largely people don't understand why it actually occurs, and that's why we see the guy or the lady who shanks one ball and then circumnavigates the green. It's my opinion that by understanding a few simple points, the shanks can be removed from your game immediately, and if they do ever arise again, can be put to bed very, very quickly. It's my opinion that there's two major causes for most players' shanks, so rather than look at the ins and outs of every possibility in regards to a shank, I'd like to just spend a little bit of time focusing on these two key areas. Initially, when that happens on a golf course, panic sets in. One of the things that players tend to do when they shank a shot is immediately get a little bit anxious and start to get a little bit closer to the golf ball. As the player then gets closer to the golf ball, the weight moves more towards the heels. As the player then swings down, the weight tends to move back towards the balls of the feet, moving the club out and moving the neck of the club more towards the ball, resulting in further One of the other things a player can do once he's seen that ball shoot off to the right at a tangent is tend to think that he swung in that direction, when that's actually not the case. The vast majority of players shank the golf ball because during the takeaway, as we know, the arms need to work in, but then they need to stay in during the downswing. The player who shanks the ball tends to get the arms working in, but because he's seen the ball shoot off to the right, tends to think he wants to swing to the left. The arms then drift out. Whenever the arms drift out, you're moving the neck of the club towards the ball, and again, the more we swing to the left, the more we shank the ball. When that happens, that's when we start to circumnavigate the green very, very quickly. So for anybody who suffers from the shanks, let's take a quick look at those two key points once again. If we're going to remove the shanks from our artillery, what we want to do is make sure that it's set up, the weight's towards the balls of the feet, we're not stood too close to the golf ball. Once we're stood the correct distance from the ball, the arms are going to work in, and then we want to keep them in during the downswing. We don't want to start swinging to the left too much. Good setup, arms in, keep them in, and that in turn should solve any problems you have in regards to a shank. So there you have a little insight into what's actually happening when the vast majority of players are shanking the golf ball. Two simple steps. Enjoy your golf more. If you need anything between now and the next video coaching blog, feel free to contact us via the website at www.hotwoodgolf.co.uk.